Watching the world now on TVC News, a preliminary report on the Air India crash that killed 260 people in June this year has found that both fuel control switches were in the cut-off position moments before the plane crashed in Ahmedabad. We have details in this report.
Caused last month's Air India crash that killed 260 people. The London-bound plane had barely left the runway when it hurtled back to Earth. Everyone on board was killed except for one passenger. According to the report by India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, the fuel control switches in the cockpit of the Boeing 787 Dreamliner had been flipped, starving the engines of fuel. The report does not say whether the control switches were flipped by a person or in another way. Audio from the cockpit, however, suggests confusion between the two pilots. This was after investigators were able to get data out of the plane's black box recorders, including 49 hours of flight data and 2 hours of cockpit audio. Aviation expert Neil Hanford speaks more on the report.
The report's come out and it's quick and fairly accurate, because they were able to access the data recorders very quickly. And as you've said, that the fuel switches were in the off position, and on a Boeing 787, the only way they get to the off position is they've manually got to be put there. So there's no way that those switches would have been in the off position, because they only go into that position after you've had a landing to shut the engines down. So
the Airline Pilots Association of India has reacted to the preliminary reports on the crash, raising concerns over the way the investigation is being handled. Meanwhile, Indian Civil Aviation Minister Ram Naidu is urging people not to jump to conclusions following the release of the preliminary reports. Speaking to reporters on Saturday, he asked everyone to wait for the final report. Recall that the Boeing 787 Dreamliner was destined for Gatwick, departing from India. It crashed into a densely populated area seconds after takeoff.